I'm doing just fine. You have an exciting day of press interviews here?
Yeah, it's been a full day.
Been a full day. You tired yet?
No, I'm okay. I'm halfway through. I still have time.
Right on. Very cool. Well, at least they're short ones, right? Not the half hour to 45-minute long ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Very cool. Well, we'll get right to it since we just got a few minutes here. Been listening to the new album and pleasantly surprised. What's your expectations? If this is your debut performance with this band, you have concerns with it, expectations, butterflies in the stomach. What's the deal?
Well, I'm very proud of this album, and obviously, I like it. You know, if I didn't enjoy the album I created, I wouldn't put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, how I feel about it, because obviously I'm only going to say positive things. So saying that you enjoyed it and just getting positive feedback from other people is very awesome. You know, it's very inspiring for me, and I guess it's great because to see that other people are identifying with something that you put out that is you. You know, it's very inspiring, and it motivates me to just do more and more.
Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying. I look at it from an outside perspective, and I wonder, well, okay, so you're coming into a new band. The band, it's known in some circles, but obviously in others it's not, and so you're taking it into a new chapter, and it's a pretty... I know when it comes to bands these days, I think fans are getting used to the idea of members changing often because it's just the way the industry has to be these days. Obviously, you're going to gain some new fans and maybe lose some, but you're not worried about filling the shoes of a predecessor, and you're just focused on what your part is now. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly it. When I joined the band, we obviously talked a lot and got to know each other before we started creating music. And one of the things that we said was that we shouldn't focus on the past and try to just create an album that's from scratch. Just whatever felt right. And that's exactly what we did. We went with the flow. We would listen to a riff and say, "Oh, this sounds good here," we'll add this idea there, and just like fitting the pieces into a puzzle sort of thing. And at no time did I ever think about the previous albums with Elisa and to try to copy them or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a very creative process for all of us.
Very cool indeed. Now, I'm curious to know, again, from an outside perspective, just looking at what's going on in the industry, I remember when, having a female in a metal band was just a total taboo, something you just didn't do. And then, a lot of bands came out, people got used to it, it was accepted, not a big deal anymore, but now it seems like, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, it's just my opinion, it seems like there's a lot of bands out there that are trying to do that almost as like it's a gimmick. Do you feel like it's become somewhat of a gimmick at times? That people are just having women vocalists just for the sake of having a girl in the band?
I guess you could say that happens. There are some bands where you listen to them and you'll find that the female behind the microphone isn't exactly a singer, or, I don't want to be mean and I don't want to name any bands, obviously, but it is something that happens, and it's something that's been happening, in general, not just in the metal genre, just when there's a pretty face and a pretty body involved, that it will be promoted even if there's not much talent behind that. And it's unfortunate to say, obviously, because for me it's always been about the music. It never mattered if you're female or male or whatever. It's all about the music and the talent, and if you can perform, and that's about it. That's all that matters. So, yeah.
Right. Now, I mean, not that it's anybody's place to defend against that type of thing happening, but I would hate to see, and as most fans of music, we get pretty upset when music takes a dive in lieu of somebody's personality or the way they appear and on stage. Music takes the back seat. How do you think we should combat the situation when the industry allows this type of thing to happen?
Well, it's understandable, because when you go to a show, that's exactly what you're paying to see. You're paying to see a show. If you wanted to just listen to the music, you would stay at home and listen to the music. So the fans are definitely expecting a show, but then the second matter is, what type of show is that you will be providing? So I guess it's safe to say that there's some, like crazy headbanging and running all over the stage and having some props and some cool lighting effects and all that. That's okay. That's part of it, part of the deal, and that's what makes the live show a lot more entertaining and exciting for the fans. But I mean, obviously there are more extreme cases, and things happening nowadays because it's tough to impress. The bar's been set so high that sometimes artists feel that they have to step over the line and do something crazy or extravagant to, just excite the audience. So I'm not one for that. I mean, I would never do that. I would never, walk on stage nude or barely nude just to please the audience or something like that. But it is a free world, whether that's a good thing or not. And, that's why everyone's just doing what they feel comfortable doing, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, definitely. And at least you're conscious of the situation, and I appreciate that as well. Some people just don't even give it much thought. Now, would it be safe to say that Elisa joining Arch Enemy in a lot of ways was a good thing? It obviously helped to promote the Agonists. A lot of people may not have even known who the band was, but because of her addition to Arch Enemy, now people are looking at that band, and also it got you a job.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have no problems about that either, kind of. I mean, in some ways, some people would say that you're riding the coattails of another band, trying to, and not by your choice, but you're cool with, picking up publicity from her departure and your addition.
Well, I mean, it's normal that would happen, because when a lot of people are focusing on a public figure, they're focusing on their past and their life in general. So it's just it's normal that would happen. But I guess it doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't matter how famous you are. It matters how your fans respond to your music, and how many of them will actually show up to a show that the gig, because you see a lot of bands that are very popular on social media, but they don't have an actual big fan base that will fill up a venue, Or sometimes you see the opposite, bands that are hardly on social media, but they have sold out shows. So I guess it doesn't really matter, what matters in the end is how you're doing as a band, and if you have a good enough fan base and all that stuff,
Right on, definitely. Now I'm interested to know why was it 4 videos from this album so far, and it's not even released yet?
It's 3 so far, but there will
3.
be a 4th as well.
What's the appeal of having so many videos, or videos at all?
The appeal?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like MTV plays videos anymore. I know you can watch them online, but
Right.
you know, I mean, to have so many. I mean, usually, I mean, artists will put maybe 2. You know, sometimes 3. Jesus said that there will be a 4th, so.
Well, first of all, the thing is that it was very easy for us to film these videos because Chris Callis, our bassist, he is into video production, and he actually edited 3 of those videos. So it's not like we had a budget or we spent a crazy amount of money to make these videos. And, you know, when you can do something for free and when you have the time to do it, you're like, yeah, why not? And we did start off with the idea of filming 2 videos, and then it just took to 4, and we would even do 5 later on if we could. But what was I going to say? Oh, the reason. For some reason, I guess when you decide to put out a song in a video format, it gets a lot more attention. Because I don't know what it is. It's just people will click the play button if they see a picture a lot more than if they just see a media player.
Right.
And it's just one way that bands nowadays promote their music, by releasing videos. Right. So I guess that's the main reason,
Cool. No, I think a visual aspect definitely helps to drive it. It's more than just listening, and being able to watch and listen at the same time is something that appeals to people. I'm a fan of videos myself, more so live videos than concept videos, I think. But I like concept videos. They definitely tell a story. And, of course, my favorite that you guys have put out for this album so far is the video for Gates of Horn and Ivory. Just curious, I mean, from my perspective, it seems like it's kind of a slam on industry expectations, or even what fans expect.
Yeah, it was a bit ballsy, I guess, of us. Basically, we just we based the whole thing on the lyrics, because what the lyrics are saying is just the difference between what is real and what is fake. And we tried to come up with a visual concept that could apply that theory to us as a band. And we thought the best way would be, to show what's going on in the music industry nowadays. So that's why you see in the first half of the video we're very done up and very uncomfortable and being told how to perform and all that, which is basically fake. And it's something that we don't enjoy, and it's something that we would never do for real, and that's why at halfway through the video we basically say, fuck it, and we just go and perform in our normal stage outfits in a comfortable environment, as we normally would. So that's the idea behind the video.
Right, definitely. Well, I think it's something important to put out there, and give perspective of what is going on. And this is something that's taken place for decades. Going back to the 80s hair band era, a lot of those bands were forced by the labels to don the makeup and the spandex and the hair and all that when they were just like glorified bar bands, really, and bluesy type stuff. But once they got control of their own shit, they come out in jeans and t-shirts, and you say, yeah, this is who we really are. So it's important to show that I think that the industry is still doing that, and maybe bring awareness to people, and in an entertaining and funny fashion too, because the video was comical. So cool. That's cool. At least you had fun with it, and you can address something as well. Now, here you're heading out on tour. This will be the last question I have for you. What can you tell me about the tour? You're going to hit how many cities? How long are you going to be out? Who are you going out with?
Yeah, we have 4 shows in Canada right as the album is being released. And right after that, we're leaving for Europe in March, and we're touring with OTEP there.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, we'll be gone the full of March, in Europe. And right after that, we are, for April and May, we're trying to figure out a full U.S. tour. And some dates have been announced, but we're currently trying to get more, and fill up the whole program. Try to be out for 2 months if possible. And that's all we have for now, but we're definitely trying to tour as much as possible. We would like to visit Japan and South America again because, we haven't since I joined the band, so it'll be a first for me. And maybe some summer fests. We'll see. It will be a very busy time period, that's for sure.
Very cool, very cool. Well, I hope to see you out there. Yeah, you said some dates have been announced. I did see a Bakersfield date, which is the closest to me, but no LA dates, and that's why I wanted to address that and see if there was going to be more added, so thank you for that. And I hope you have a great day and that you're not too worn out from all these interviews, but looking forward to the release of this new album, what it can do for you guys. Fantastic sounding album. It's great, I hope it does well for you.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Well, you have a good one now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.